Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? This is Zen from Zen World, and I hope you're having a great day. So we have a new chapter for Mashle number 6, and last time we left off with Mashle, what had happened was Mashle just knocked the life out of him. Cavill's just basically he's part of the hierarchy when it comes to the students in the school, and basically he did something wrong, right? And he was treating his friend Finn like crap, for lack of better words. And Marshall went to step in to, just step up for his friends. Now, we're then introduced with the vice principal comes in and he says like, you know, I'm basically gonna get you expelled. And then Marshall's like, okay. You could try to do that. The vice president starts to talk about just about the two different statuses, right? He talks about statuses in the sense of like hierarchy, and this makes Marshall just frustrated, right? And the next scene that we see, and I didn't think this was gonna happen, Marshall like knees the crap out of the vice principal, right? And he can't really believe it. The vice principal can't believe it. Everyone in the room can't really believe it. And the reasoning behind Marshall's point of view is basically that it's people like you who keep putting me in a position where I have to keep proving myself, right? Not so much to that degree, but basically like it's always these people can do X, Y, and Z, and you can't because you're like this, right? So this makes Marshall frustrated, and then next you see the vice principal. He tries to do a spell, and you just see Marshall smash his face right into the ground, and he starts digging him to the ground. And Marshall's like, "I'm gonna bury you," basically. And then the vice principal's like, "You can't do this. You're gonna get expelled." And then like Marshall's like, "You could try to expel me, but I'm gonna keep like." Digging your grave basically. And it's just kind of wild because I didn't think it was going to go that far, but it did essentially. And so that happens, right? And then the next day, we get the head wizard summons Mashle, right? And he's basically saying that I have some papers here from the magical hierarchy and X, Y, and Z, and it says here that you need to get expelled, right? So Mashle's just like, you know, he's taking accountability. It isn't as if he's saying that I didn't do anything. He's simply saying that whatever happened, well, it's gonna happen, right? And that's about it. So, um, but next we're kind of given a couple of things from the head wizard, and the head wizard is basically saying that even though you should be expelled from the school, you're not. He's saying that the reason why he came into being the head wizard of sorts is because he saw a lot of trials and tribulations that was happening, right, when it comes to like hierarchies and just kind of unlawful things, right? And he sees Mash as someone who could rise to a level of prestige, right? And when I say prestige, he speaks, and I'm looking at my phone here because I don't want to misquote anything. He speaks about that he wants Mashle to become part of the divine visionary, which is kind of like the highest of the high, right? When it comes to like students and the ascension from being a student to then being a part of the high visionary, right? So then he goes on to explain like this long drawn out explanation on how to be part of the high visionary, and then Mashle falls asleep, right? He knocks out. But then when he wakes up, the head wizard basically explains kind of like the smallest versions. He kind of gives them like the highlights of it. Basically, Marshall just has to do the best he can in everything that he does to earn a set of coins or points to then become part of the high visionary, right? So Marshall's like, all right, I'll do it. I'll do the best we can. I can. So then he leaves, and then the wizard is basically saying that there's some other things that he's gonna have to face, but he knows that Mashle can face it. And we then get a scene right before the end of the chapter where his dorm room invites him to this game, right? And it's a specific it's a activity called, I'm looking for the name, where flyer players are flying through the air and they send a ball through a goal, right? Those of you who watch Harry Potter have seen this, right? Um, so basically, they have to create a team, and that team wins will receive a silver coin, which is one of the first kind of tasks that he has to do to get the coins to become part of the High Visionary. Now, Mashle, at the end of this chapter, and it's funny because we've seen it in, I think, in chapter 4, Mashle's like, you guys want me here, right? But I can't fly. So it's really funny, and it's I'm eager to see how Muscle will overcome this situation where you need to fly in order to get the ball through a goal, right? Kind of like a soccer, but with, they're flying on a broom, so to speak. So it's really cool. I'm enjoying Mashle a lot. This weekly, it's coming on. It's on Shonen Jump. So check it out. Enjoy it. Again, it's not a serious manga. It's just an easy read. And what I like about it is that it continues from exactly where it last left off. This is Zen from Zen World saying peace, love, and prosperity. If you enjoy my content, give me a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'm going to give Mashle, this one I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. All right, everyone, take care. Peace. Mashle.